You're always a day away.
Sometimes orphans find love and success in Botswana.
This is a printing company. I'm working as an assistant production manager. I went to primary school to start Standard 1 in 1994. That's when my mom was still alive. I was very, very happy when she was alive. She used to spoil me very much. When I was doing Standard 4, my mom, she was very sick, but she said she had the problem of the hands paining and the feet paining. That was it. And when I was doing Standard 5, she died. But I started feeling very lonely. I thought maybe that's the end of my life without my mom. There's this lady I met in 2005. Her name is Chitra. She's an Indian. Actually, she started as my sponsor. And then I started thinking that maybe this lady, maybe God sent her as an angel to me. And right now, I'm working with her. I called her mom.
Botswana has realized at an early stage that HIV/AIDS is its biggest enemy and organized an effective battle plan. Right now, it is the first country in the world that provides its people with free antiretroviral treatment.
At independence, there were very few hospitals. In fact, there were probably 4. So it wasn't until after independence that the government decided that basic health care should be available to everybody. It is because of the infrastructure that was put by the government at that time that we have now been able to roll out HIV/AIDS care to the average population. Botswana Harvard AIDS Institute partnership is a very strong partnership that started a long time ago in the late 1990s. The main area is research, and it is really research that makes sure that whatever we do in practice is based on evidence.
An estimated 258,000 people are living with HIV/AIDS. We call it a national emergency. The epidemic threatens our whole survival. Fortunately, we have some friends that help us with funding and expertise. One example is the Botswana Harvard School of Public Health. This partnership is really about HIV research and education. Blood from clinics in Gaborone and other places in Botswana is collected and brought here for research. The Botswana Harvard HIV Reference Laboratory has grown into a lab with the highest capacity in the world. 79,500 patients have been enrolled. You can see why labeling of the blood samples is so important. There are also studies to understand how we can prevent HIV transmission. They do experiments with medicines to find the best way for HIV-positive mothers to breastfeed their babies. That way, the babies don't get automatically infected. 91% of the young mothers have enrolled in this program. They even do clever research into the molecular structure of the virus. All the results are translated into ways to fight the virus.
I am very optimistic about the future because it only, in our work, it only confirms that community mobilization is the answer. We have to be with the community in everything that we do. Through community mobilization and working with people living with HIV, a lot of Botswana have been educated on AIDS awareness. Just the knowledge that HIV is there and let's develop no stigma about it. But also in getting to know what all the complexities surrounding HIV and AIDS. And I will say I'm very optimistic because right now the trends are showing that the prevalence among the young is going down. In the overall population, prevalence has actually gone down from 36% all the way down to 24%. But as people always say, we cannot sit on our laurels. We need to get that message across, to teach more and more, to teach children at school, to ensure that that trend is maintained. And one day we can have an HIV-free generation, or a generation where HIV is free, is there, but people know how to take care of themselves. There is no stigma, there is no discrimination, and we are all a united and proud nation.
I think that Botswana, of course, in the bigger scheme of things in the world, is not a terribly well-known or important country. And whenever I travel and I say I'm from Botswana, a lot of people really don't know what the hell Botswana is and why I think Botswana is so important. But I must say that I think it's wonderful to be a Botswana, to live now in this, in the 21st century in Botswana. I believe that we've done well as a country. We have a fantastic resource that is the people of this country. And I think that there's so much talent among our young people in Botswana, which we need to tap. And I think that while the government is trying its best to support the arts and so on, that we need to put a little bit more energy, not only money, more energy and thought and creativity into how we can bring out that talent in our young people and make them even more creative. And most importantly, of course, make it possible for them to make a living out of the arts and just be happy, because I think it's also very important to be a happy nation and a happy person.
We have been very fortunate in developing so fast and in the right direction. The people did a lot for themselves. I wish we could continue the self-help, which seems to be dying because people keep thinking the government must do everything for them, instead of they are doing things for themselves and asking government to help them.
I'm very optimistic about the future. The youth will be the dynamic population of the future, just like the orphans are the people who will be leading this country and making it a more prosperous society.
Botswana's development in the past 40 years has been amazing. We can't wait for tomorrow. Just thinking about